What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another day. We're gonna be taking a look at the channel review today for MrRenOtaku. We have Ace, which is a tier 2 subscriber on the channel, and he's recommended a member of the team, a newest member actually of the team, MrRenOtaku, to be having their channel reviewed today. With me once again, I have my greatest friend, Mr. Orca. Hi, Orca.
Hello there.
So Orcosar is gonna be with me today, taking a look at the channel review again, as you guys know him already. So we're gonna start with the name, MrRenOtaku. I think I actually do enjoy it. I like the game. The name, it's absolutely amazing. It's got no numbers, no underscores, nothing weird. It's like MrRenOtaku, quite easy to identify and quite easy to actually, kind of like read. And it's got the capitalization of the M, the R, and the O, which is perfect. Now, I like the actual panel. It's completely fine. Now, I don't like the logo. Why? I don't like the logo because it's a classic, how much damage has Fiverr done to logos on Twitch, because they all look the same, and this one looks the same. Obviously, it's kind of like, it looks like him, but it's a classic, kind of like team logo from Fiverr, which is what I don't like. It doesn't mean that it's bad. I just personally do not like it. That's all. Orcosaurus, what you got anything to regarding the panel logo or names?
A panel could use a little bit of a social media touch, like putting some socials on there. Other than that, the panel is fine. The logo is, like you said, very esportsy, very like logo like. Yeah, I would change it, the logo, maybe a little bit. Yeah, the rest seems to be fine. I just wanted to check out a bot. Can't, because you have to be a subscriber.
Yes. Right. So we're gonna be first things first. I mean, I do agree with you. The panel that might be, it could use with some kind of like social links or something that could be shown here. Even it doesn't have to be, but I would use it. Now there is no space on this panel, to be honest, to be added. Apparently, would you have to be a subscriber to watch the VODs? This is an absolute. This is bad. This is absolutely ridiculous, because that's you hindering your own channel. If you put your VODs on subscriber mode or subscriber only mode, you are hindering your own channel. Because firstly, if there is a actual, let's just say there is an actual brand that wants to check you out and wants to know your content, they will not be able to actually know your content because they can't even watch your VODs. So this is bad. You have to make sure your VODs are always open. Okay, so I strongly suggest removing the subscriber only, kind of like the subscriber only chat, the subscriber only kind of like VODs, that you can actually allow everybody to watch your VODs. Not only for people, but there is brands that actually want to sponsor you. They actually don't like, whether you believe this or not, brands actually they check you out, they check your channel out, they want to see who you are, and they want to see how you perform, what your channel is all about, what do you do basically. That's kind of like, in my opinion, that's something that's gonna be, it's always gonna be open, because everyone can say who you are, or a brand can check out what you do. Do we have actually we got clips? Okay, we got clips, but I believe the clips can be watched, and we can analyze kind of like the clip. So basically, this is the overlay. I don't know if you can say, Orcosaurus. So this is basically the overlay that he's got. So he's got like a like kind of like welcome friends and stuff, like on the top, the followers, the subscribers, and whatnot. Then he's got like a green screen on the background. He's on the right side, and he's got the trouble thing. I actually believe this is from 15 years ago.
This is the trouble mascot.
Yeah, that trouble mascot has to go, because you're on Twitch, you're not on trouble. I like the cap among on the left side. That's actually really nice. And he's got the little avatars at the bottom, which I think they're slightly too big. I would just like make them slightly smaller. he's got a channel, and you see, like, basically that's massive. There is a lot of, like, it's taking a lot of the screen, like the whole, you know, with the avatars, it's taking massive screen. Also, you gotta start, you know, like, do the battle royales and stuff. That's actually great, because obviously there's battle royales on these avatars. I used to have these avatars back in the day. I removed them, but I really like, I think there is a lot of things going on. Firstly, the Trovo mascot needs to go, because you're not on Trovo, you're actually on Twitch. Second,
to be fair, just one thing. The Trovo mascot is also on Capamon, and it's free. He might not even know that it is the Trovo mascot and just put it on there because he liked it.
Okay, that is fine.
Yeah, just to be fair and cut him some slack, but I agree with you. In any case, it has to go. There are other free Capamons on the site.
Yeah. So, and also the other mascot, the cat, is kind of like, you know, basically does kind of it does kind of like feels like it's too much going on. I do like it, even though I do like it, but I think it's just a little bit too much. You know, a lot of things going on the screen. It just overcrowds the screen for no reason. I would like to see a little bit more polished, a little bit more cleaned up. I like how the camera is. He's got a great background, because you can barely see anything on the background behind him. So he's got good illumination on that green screen. So that it looks great. It's a little bit dark, isn't it? It's a little bit dark. It should be like a little bit more light towards his face, isn't it? It's slightly too dark in my opinion.
On the face.
Yeah.
Yes.
He needs a little bit more lighting on the face, because he looks like, you see his t-shirt, like he's got the light from the ceiling, because you can see the shadow going down. You see the shadow going down on his t-shirt. Yeah. You need to actually have a lighting straight to your face or to one of your sides, so like I have right now. So you kind of like, we can see you perfectly, because I can see the lights on your face actually is from the top, which is the wrong one. You should not have any lights at the top. The light should be right in front of you or to your sides. So with that, I have given a million different, you know, kind of like recommendations in terms of like, you can add a kind of like a small ring light from Amazon. Amazon has like a ton of small ring lights, which are actually quite cheap. You know, they cost like 10-15 bucks. Super cheap. You can get, you know, kind of like something that you can work with. You don't really have to have like studio lights to be good. You can have like a small ring lights, which will not cost you as much, basically. With that said, I think that's the only thing that I would change from that illumination of his face. Then I would add something underneath his body, so he's not floating on the middle of the screen. You get what I mean? And, you know, add something on the, like at the bottom, which will kind of like sit on top of. And I would like to see the top thing, like he's very cartoony on everything, and then this is not cartoony at all. The you know, kind of like the latest followers and stuff like that. I would like to see like an overlay, like a bit more cartoony focus, rather than being so. This is like super different from everything else that is going on the screen. So it's kind of like a mix of like different styles all over the place.
I can see where he's coming from with the panels, because it looks Japanese style, so it's at least kind of confined, but I know where you are coming, but I understand where you're coming from as well. So yeah, I
mean, I know he's trying to do the cartoony kind of like anime, isn't it? Anime style and everything.
Yeah.
That doesn't really fit the whole thing personally for me. I don't really see the similarities. I mean, I know the similarities, obviously, kind of like Japanese style and everything, but it's very cartoony, everything on the screen. So that is super serious. It's kind of like, you know, it's in Japanese, but it's super kind of like, you know, normal. I believe the font of the letters is just the traditional one. It's not really even kind of like cartoony style, because everything, the letters down here on the names are, you know, kind of like, they are cartoony style, and then these ones are like super serious. So that's what I'm saying. Like, basically, that's the only difference that I can see on this. Now, to cover this from his body floating, there is free versions of this. You don't have to pay a single penny for it. There is free versions of it on Visuals by Impulse, I believe it is. There is a free version that you can actually grab, and I believe I have it on here. I have it saved up because I sent it to somebody. But there is a fee, like free versions of on visuals by impulse, which you can actually show off. I'm actually gonna bring it here so we can actually see it. So this one will give you like, this is completely free. You don't have to pay for any of this. And this, it gives you like a small thing at the bottom. You see that a small thing at the bottom which like you can put underneath your body, and your body can sit on this. This is completely free. You don't have to pay for this, a single penny. So this is on visuals by impulse. If you actually need it, please let me know. Give me a shout. There is different colors that you can pick from. So I would like to see your body sitting on somewhere. So that's why I suggest something like this. Obviously, this is not the only one. There is a ton of those. But obviously, this is a suggestion that I have, that I've been, you know, kind of like recommended to somebody else as well, which is kind of like looks cool. Now, this one comes as well with the top part, which is the recent subscribers and the donations and the donation and the, you know, obviously followers and whatnot. You can use that if you want. You don't have to use it, but this is kind of like, in my opinion. Right, so let's go, survey. What's up, baby? Let's get it. So that is my suggestion. With that, I'm gonna be like Orcosaurus. I don't want to be hogging the whole conversation. What do you think? Do you have anything else to add in here regarding the overlay?
I mean, in most cases, I agree with you. I don't mind the, I think it's called stream avatars as much as you do. Yeah, there's a lot going on, but on the other hand, why not? I don't mind them. I would just get rid maybe of the second Capamon. One Capamon is enough.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying get rid of the. I actually think it fits his style. I don't have a problem with it. I think it fits his style. You know, having the avatars and everything, kind of like very animated. You know, everything is very animated. Everything is very, you know, everything is moving and everything. But the two Capamons, exactly. That I agree with you. I think it's a bit too much. And
one Capamon is enough. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, other than that, I think he's on a good path. He just needs to change a few things, and that's it.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna move on with the actual bio, shall we? We're gonna go with the bio, and we're gonna be taking a quick look at that. So straight on to the About Me section. So about MrRenOtaku. So I'm RenOtaku, but friends call me Ren. I do a variety of things around here, including playing games, unboxings, and just being funny, as well as all things anime. Trying to do something crazy. Right, so I believe the bio is a little bit vague. In terms of like, it needs to kind of like improve slightly in terms of like I know like all of this. I'm RenOtaku, you know, you can call me Ren, or friends call me Ren. Doing a variety of things around here, like playing games. Like, what games do you play? Unboxings, what type of unboxings I'm expecting, and just being funny as well as all things anime. So kind of like, you know, making that emphasis on you like anime stuff, because I can see your whole theme is around anime. So I would go and try to do something like that and focus on it. Anime, like, you know, the specific anime that, you know, maybe shows that you like. And then the last question, I don't understand that. Is it a quote from an anime or something, Orcosaurus?
Not that I know right now.
I'm not entirely sure. So I don't know what the last question is. It kind of like throws me off a little bit. I would kind of like, you know, as I usually say, you know, what days can people find you live, or, you know, like I said before, the type of games that you can play or people can find you playing with, the type of unboxings that you actually do, or if you do, you know, kind of like update this if you're not doing the unboxings anymore. But you know, kind of like explain a little bit. Yeah.
It sounds kind of like when I read this question, trying to see something crazy. It sounds kind of half finished, like as if there's supposed to be an answer after this. Like, it just completely throws me off too. It's like, what?
Yeah, I would suggest to actually like improve within the actual bio, not change it completely, but kind of like, you know, add a few bits and bobs here and there, so you can actually get a slightly, you know, kind of like more. You know, a little bit change on the bio, which will explain a little bit more about you. Now, so Japanese OP high music credit. So that's the creator of these songs, right? So basically creators of some music. We got the voice meter. Okay, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. We got the stream avatars, which is great, and a blurb, which is awesome.
I need to say something about this Japanese OP and hype music credit. I don't know if you have like, I mean, you say you don't have the rights and whatnot, but you know that Japanese companies are even stricter in enforcing their copyright than the US ones, right? So that is a very, very big risk you're going in on that.
Yes, if you are actually going into this and they are copyrighted, you are basically putting your channel at risk, because it doesn't matter if you give them the rights, they will flag your account still. They will flag your account and they will still, be giving you suspend your channel or giving you strikes because you're using their music. So, the best and safest way to do this is by playing copyright-free music, which, by the way, reminds me, I have some free copyright-free music that you can actually use completely free. It's on Spotify or music streaming platforms. It's you're searching by Lord Val Gaming. You will find all copyright-free music which you can use on every single streaming platform. You can use it on YouTube, you can use it on Twitch, you can use it everywhere you want, and you'll be safe of any music strikes ever. So that is the best way to go safe about Twitch, for example, or YouTube. Goals for Corps. So we got like goals and everything. He's got like a bunch of goals. I think that's actually a great idea. Having goals on your panels and kind of like seeing the progress of the goals. I would actually change this to be a little bit like less like lettering and be on a panel. But I like the idea of having goals as a panel,
Yes, I agree. So you could basically put that on a panel, yes. Yeah. But what I would do is like I would just take the next like goal and not like having an average of 15 viewers or 30 and 75. I would just say 15 viewers, and then when I reach 15 viewers, change it for 30.
Exactly.
And so on and
yeah,
so forth.
Yeah. Maybe the completed one and then the next one, for example.
Exactly, the completed one and the next one. That's how I would do it. Mm-hmm. The rest is actually pretty good. Yeah, I agree with Val. So you could basically, with a little bit of minor photoshopping or Canva work, you could possibly do that as a pretty good
easily
panel.
On Canva. Easily.
Yeah.
Anything else you got from here? We have tips, which is fine. Perfectly, that's awesome.
The YouTube thingy can go because he has the YouTube in his bio.
Yeah. It will be too empty. I don't mind it, to be honest. I don't mind it.
I don't know. It just they also don't fit all that well with the other stuff.
Yeah, it's just kind of like there's a bit. That's what I mentioned. There's a bit of a mix between like all panels. I would like to see everything the same. It's kind of like it gives me a little bit of OCD, but kind of like these kind of fits the panels. Those two don't at all. Like those two has nothing to do. This one kind of like with the fire and stuff, kind of like fits the fire and stuff with the smaller panels. But this one is okay. Those two are kind of like completely white and everything. It's like it throws me off completely. But that's being picky, basically. It's not a big deal, really. But it's just us being picky. And obviously, I would like to see these goals to be on a panel rather than see a character and then the lettering on the background. Because, kind of like no one's going to read the whole thing. I haven't read the whole thing. I just read the first 3 things and that's it. Too much stuff going on here. So people just, kind of like you have to think. Times have changed. People just get lazy. They don't, people are not going to read the whole thing. Most people are not going to read the whole thing. Not everybody. But, seeing everything on a panel, pretty looking, it's more likely that people are going to be paying attention to. The music obviously has to go because if it's copyrighted, there's nothing you can do about it. And the About Me section, use this wording some of it to be added to your bio. And boom, that's it. Easy. You can get rid of this one. You know, it's a pretty good, but personally, I like it. I like the actual, you know, kind of like the basics of the channel. You know, that we have given some pointers to improve here and there, you know, whether it's on the overlay and the about me section and everything. So if that could be done, that would be amazing. Obviously, like the same disclaimer we always do, this is just subjective to my opinion and Orcosaurus' opinion. It's not what you gotta do. This is not gonna make you famous. This is not gonna make you successful. This is just an opinion of what we would change personally on this to make it more appealing for, you know, new viewers, or for the, you know, your regular viewers or something. And I would like to, you know, obviously, if we would to take this channel over today, we would make those specific changes. And this is just suggestions. This doesn't mean that this is what you gotta do and this is what's gonna make you, you know, this is gonna make or break. It's not any of that. We just try to help out with our, you know, kind of like suggestions, and that's all. Orcosaurus, anything you got to add to this?
Nope, I'm good. You basically said everything.
Right, that is perfect. So if you like this video, please thumbs up, like and subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay up to date with everything Lore Gaming. Remember, if you want to check me live on twitch.tv/Lore Gaming, I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. We're going to be hammering the brand new season on Fortnite, and we are still going at Destiny 2. We do channel reviews on Mondays, and we also do the Hover / TikTok or YouTube gaming clips, reviews, and profile reviews as well on Thursdays. So remember to check those out. And if you would like your channel to be reviewed, leave it on the comment section down below, and we will take it into our list. Also, where can we find you, Orcosaurus?
You can find me on twitch.tv/TheOrcosaurus, on all socials, TheOrcosaurus, on YouTube, Orcus Grindhouse, and last but not least, on picarto.tv/NotSafeOrc. There you go. I'm everywhere!
He's everywhere. He's absolutely everywhere. Well, thank you very much all for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.